Woof. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Wow, did I just invent that? Trademark. Week 13 in the books. This is our chalet once you climb up to 11 wins as a quarterback. That's why it's Patriots themed, because no one else is here. And let's hope that it's reflected in today's episode of Mahomes Mountain. I'm gonna leave too. Told you.
Well done.
That's all
Well
up.
done.
Yeah.
I got to admit,
Yeah.
That was nice.
I don't totally understand how that happened.
That was good. That looks great.
You're real.
I'm just showing
and
up.
the door is real. That other stuff is the robots. I don't understand
anything
how.
AI.
I don't get it though. I got to be honest
done.
with you.
I didn't do it. I was just there. It's all of our great AI team and Gianna and Hubs and Rick and everybody.
I'm pretty.
Shay's out there.
As a rule of thumb, I'm pretty anti-AI. That. I don't know if that made me more or less anti.
Don't forget about loneliness.
I know, you always talk about this loneliness.
Loneliness is an epidemic.
Wilds watched the movie Her, and it's just burrowed in his head like a
what
brain
it's about. It's about the elderly.
But the concept.
Was that about AI making
No,
people
that guy
feel
was up to no good. He fell in love with Scarlett Johansson.
Well, what's that got
But
to
it's not
do with
about
AI?
it's nothing to do with the elderly. The elderly's an epidemic. That guy was just at a dead-end job. Time for the mountain.
Off the mountain, at least some guys are getting healthier. So bottom of the mountain, listen, Jaden should be back. Kyler, I said it when it happened, classic one. Kyler's never playing another snap for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They still haven't acted, they open up his practice window, that's over. Michael Penix obviously hurt, out for the year. JJ McCarthy's gonna be back. Glass 1/10 full. He'll be better than Brosmer.
He saw Broussard. He's like, heck yeah.
I'm ready.
You see what I'm overcoming? Meanwhile, Justin Jefferson's on LinkedIn. Like, you got to be kidding me. And then a bunch of young quarterbacks and Kirk Cousins. Bottom of the mountain. I understand they won. If you watch that football game, Tua struggled quite a bit. I understand they lost. But if you watch that football game, Marcus Mariota made some nice plays. Good for him. The Steelers lost. Aaron, I get it wasn't your fault. You're showing up to meetings, you're hand signaling, you're doing all your stuff. Accountability starts with me, but all these other guys kind of suck and they're lazy and they're unprofessional. But they're true professionals. Tyrod Taylor was fine. Jackson Dart, he's green because he was off the mountain. Now he's on the mountain. It's fine. He's a bit of a knucklehead, but it's fine. Gino was fine, bro. Deserves a spot on the mountain. Don't be yelling at Gino. If Shador's on the mountain, Gino can be on the mountain. Row 6. Wow. What a row.
Right.
Trevor moved up. Purdy moved up. Bryce played a really good game. CJ didn't play well, but they've got 7 wins now. Daniel Jones, I was going to move him down. Wilds is banging on me. He's like, got broken leg. What do you want from him? Another amazing row. All these guys had to drop. Lamar, I don't know what's going on.
He's hurt.
Man, is it his eyes? Jalen Hurts. I've never seen a football team where if the star receiver doesn't get the ball, they win.
Yeah.
And if the star receiver has an awesome game, they lose. I can't figure it out.
Right.
This is not QB wins mountain.
Tough one.
Fair is fair.
That's fair.
Caleb was
Okay,
not
that's
good.
fair.
The mountain is always fair. It was fair to Caleb when he was the 6th best quarterback alive at USC. He's got to get back there one
Now
day.
he's number 1 in the NFC.
Number 1 in the right. When you're playing in the Alamo Bowl, you're 6th best quarterback in the world. Number 1 seed in the NFC, you're in row 5. It's how it works. Jared Goff, I thought played well. I also think there's something wrong with the Lions right now. Goff was maybe the toughest one. And Bo Nix, we didn't talk about it yesterday. And again, the Broncos can't help themselves but play closer games than they should and stare, losses in the face and then win. However, as someone that's watched Bo Nix very carefully his whole pro career, I believe the two best games he has played are the last two games he played.
Yeah.
I know the pick to Bobby Wagner was terrible, but I thought he played well in that game, played really well against Chiefs. Row 4. Jordan Love moves up. The Bake Show back on the running track moves up. Justin Herbert, with his broken left hand and S talking to Max Crosby, he moves up. Sam Darnold again. They won 26-0. They didn't need him to do much. I thought he had a shaky game, and other guys deserve those spots. It's hard to penalize him too much because they were playing Max Brosmer, and they didn't really need a safety would have just won the game. But still, that's that row. This might be the most star-studded row 3 in the history of the mountain. In fact, it's not might be, it is. Row 3. It pained me to move Patrick Mahomes down after that game on Thanksgiving. I thought he was an A+. However, while it's not QB wins mountain, so game they had to have, they lost. There were other guys that had the argument to move up. So even though I thought Patrick was a 9.8 out of 10, he drops. Josh Allen almost dropped. And the only reason he didn't drop was I was afraid that Josh Allen media intelligentsia would come and attack me because I watched after that game like, only Josh Allen could have carried him to win like that. Like, huh? I understand it's the holiday season, we've all been drinking, but we got the same feeds of this game, didn't we? Joe Burrow, welcome back, Joe. First time on the mountain in months. Row 2. Dak and Drake May moves up. Remember, Drake May was in row 3 after his tough game, and you got mad at me. Patrick was in his spot. He moved up. This is where I was conflicted about Patrick. Felt like Drake had to move up. I couldn't move Dak down after they won. Even though he threw the pick, he was really good. And then still atop the mountain, but not as much of a gap as before. Everybody's All-American, Matthew Stafford. What, KW? You're making weird sounds.
I go last.
You guys go extra long, so sometimes when you guys go extra long, Dustin tells him we don't have time for your thing. Go ahead.
Got you. Well, I'll go fast. I'm gonna lock in with Jordan Love, and I understand the rules of the mountain. When a quarterback has not been on or been on the injured list off the mountain, and Joe Burrow, he deserves to get back to his kind of rightful positioning. This is just hard for me to optically look at Jordan Love coming off the game and having the season that he's having be lower than Joe Burrow beating the Ravens team that we don't really believe in. But when you look at Jordan Love and what he's been able to do, we love to hate him. And I say this because we love him when he's great and we praise him when he's great. But the moment he makes a simple mistake or a mistake that we feel like this is what's going to cost him in the postseason, this is what he can't do, we really knock him for.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
but when we compare him to all these other quarterbacks that we do have above him, not all of them, but a few, and we can show it, like his numbers, they're not necessarily better, but he is just as good. When you look at, obviously Stafford has been doing what he's doing, but Jordan Love's numbers compared to Drake May, obviously Dak, who are all above him atop this mountain. And I'm not saying that Jordan Love should be in front of them, but we got to start giving him the credit that he is deserving and has earned because he has been consistent. He hasn't been the turnover-prone Jordan Love that we are so afraid of and the Packers are afraid of moving forward in the postseason. And so when I watch Jordan Love, what he was able to do in Detroit on Thanksgiving in a moment where if the Packers lost, we would have had huge concerns, especially with the way they performed against the Minnesota Vikings and Jordan Love specifically, we would have really knocked him. And I loved how he showed up and he balled out. We got to start giving him a little more credit. I think Jordan Love deserves to be above Joe Burrow, understanding.
How about just flip him with Josh Allen?
You can flip him with Josh Allen. That's fine.
The Burrow thing is tough.
Yeah,
as you were saying, I can't put up the resume this year. They are KW like this. 3-0 in games he starts.
That's pretty
They're
good.
undefeated. But his number, even in that game, they scored a bunch of points. His numbers weren't exceptional, but it just felt like he gave the team juice. Then they all shared food afterwards. I thought it was quite touching.
Oh, yeah.
So I get it. And you are right. I do have a apprehension about Jordan Love that maybe his season this year is not warranted. All right, Brew, go ahead.
That was good, Greg. Say it with me. J-O, from J-Lo to J-O.
Oh.
J-O.
Why is that better than J-Lo, like, excited? Why?
Because it's Oh! Like after a nice dunk or pass or catch. Oh!
You ever seen the dunk contest?
Yeah.
It was like, oh!
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I'll
There
be
it is.
honest, I didn't know that's what he was doing, but now I get it. Okay, cool.
I said I was going to talk about this guy earlier. I get it. Maybe, Greg, it's different reasoning, but it's kind of similar Jared Goff. Like, we just watched Jared Goff. You watch the Lions play, and you love, Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery and the receivers, and there's all Dan Campbell, everything, Aiden Hutchinson. And Goff just kind of goes about his business, moving the third highest scoring offense in the world down the field. All he does is throw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns just about every game. Nothing crazy great, but
That's really
solid.
Yeah.
That's basically what he does. So I am switching Goff and Baker.
Oh, shocker.
I'm switching Goff. And just first of all, look at Goff's rankings. Look at Goff's rankings in the league. I mean,
better
this
than I
dude
thought,
is
to be honest
essentially
with you.
top 5, top 6 in everything. Everything. All right. Now let's compare him to Baker. Baker's not having like a fantastic year, certainly not like last season, but Goff's got him lapped in everything. Everything. So I know Baker got back on the winning track, and that was good for them. They clearly needed that win. Carolina's breathing down their throats. But Jared Goff, I think, needs to move. I'm not saying it because his numbers by today, this year's group, should be on the top 5 ballot for MVP. I don't think he's playing that well when you watch the games, but his numbers are very
numbers
very
are
good.
great. So here's, in that exact comp, Baker and Goff, here's what I would say. It feels like Baker this year has been the reason the Bucs have been able to overcome their injuries, which were all over the offensive line start the year, then running back, still don't have Mike Williams. And it feels to me when I'm watching the Lions that they are often trying to overcome the limitations Goff puts on the offense. I know the numbers have been great, but to your point, it feels like with all those explosive weapons and the fact that they know that there is a certain way in which he can function at an elite level, and then that's the only way he's going to function at an elite level, that it puts little handcuffs on him. And so that maybe that, because the numbers are the numbers.
Handcuffs?
No,
He said little handcuffs.
but I didn't.
That was just
no,
a slip?
I mean, again,
I'm just saying.
his wrists are normal size.
That's just funny that you
I didn't
said
even,
little
Freudian
handcuffs.
slip, I suppose. Go ahead, KW.
You know what our strategic advantage is as a show?
You, buddy.
No, not me.
You know you wanted to hear
No,
that.
I
That's why you threw it out there.
Like right now, if you're watching this program, you could watch any movie made pretty much in the history of mankind. Everything's available at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Any show, any episode, you can find it. Our strategic advantage that can't be
You're
replicated
gonna say
is the
recency?
fact that we're live. It's a live show.
Doesn't mean that what
Okay.
happened last night.
So, because we're live, things always got to change. Otherwise, we got to be out here like, Paul Thomas Anderson doing great stuff. We're not. We're doing a graphic that has Jacoby Brissett as Ryan Tannehill, okay? But we're live.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to react on the fly. It's live. So when something happens, like, I don't know, this week's football games and one that was last night, and one quarterback lost the game, not by himself, but the lion's share, and the other quarterback was so great it was just kind of boring.
Yeah.
I think that should weigh into the rich
It
tapestry.
did. Drake May moved up.
You can't be at the top of the mountain after a horrible game. There's precedent for that. He had 3 turnovers. He had a pick. I think he made it back-to-back interceptions. One was a pick 6. He lost. We won by 18 points. Completion percent. I mean, obvious. He played great when he did not.
But it's not
Against the Panthers. But it's got to be live. We have to. Otherwise, what are we're gonna have one of those things like cut, one of those like those clapboards. We can't do that, man. It's just 4 of us. There's like 9 people here. What do you want to start doing? Doing Goodfellas? It's not gonna work. Here's this season. You want to say, oh, he's got more touchdowns. What else? Just give me something else.
Well, the rating's the same. The fewer interceptions also.
Okay,
More touchdowns, fewer interceptions is a decent place to start.
Well, he's tracking for more after 2 on Sunday.
And
here's my other argument.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I thought we
if you
were
want to give him the
responding to
MVP,
that.
I'm fine. He does not belong in the top of the mountain because the mountain has to be live. This is more of an MVP argument. I backed myself into the corner. We were 4-13 last year.
Yeah.
We were bad. The Rams were 10-7. The Rams won a playoff game. Then the Rams added Devontae Adams, and Matthew Stafford, who was good last year, has been good his whole career, got even a little bit
That's
better.
not most improved player, buddy.
Then what is it?
Baby.
You call me baby?
That's why the show works. But that's an argument.
Sweetheart.
That's an argument for Mike Vrabel or Josh McDaniel more than it. No, because you're saying the team took this huge jump.
Because Drake
and
took
the
a
Rams.
huge jump.
But again, it's not most. If you're arguing for most improved player or biggest offseason coaching acquisition or coach of the year, that's fine.
Win them
But
all.
I believe Matt Stafford is having the best year. I also think that going into this week, it was not that close. After this week, I think it has become close because Drake had an exceptional game. Was his career high in yards? Has to be close to. He's never thrown for 300 yards
He's
since he
always
was in
kicking
college.
around 280.
Right. And Stafford had arguably his worst game of the year. So that's now close.
Can't be.
But
the
again,
worst game of the year, you can't be on top of the mountain.
But that's
that's just the rules.
okay. I got to tell you something.
It's the rules.
You set the rules of a lot, probably more than you should about this show.
This is the rules.
Here's
Why
one
are all
area-
these guys moving up
Here's
and
one
down?
area you don't set the rules.
They all move up and down
Mahomes
based on the rules.
Yeah.
I'd have Mahomes up- if you want Mahomes up
Stafford
there.
has another bad game,
He needs 2 bad games.
Yes.
He needs 6
he had
turnovers and
30 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the season. He was on the longest streak, correct, in the history of the league.
And then he cracked under pressure.
Okay, well, under pressure.
He broke the record, and you know what? He's like, let me give this one to the Panthers.
That's the opposite of cracking under pressure. That would have been right before he did it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.